Hello and welcome back to another League of Legends gameplay commentary featuring your host, MrJester, as always on the solo deck, casting Ricky DJing? No, okay, fine. I'll stick to casting. My fail attempt as a DJ. Actually, you know what? Being a disc jockey wouldn't be actually that bad. You gotta have a knack with the music. My master champion things up. They've gotta be good with knack. Well, anyway, enough of all the speculation as to who can be a decent DJ or not. I'm bringing you guys another solo queue ranked game today. This time, however, it is not a high tier game. Unfortunately, not a lot of people are awake at the moment, even though it's 11 AM in Oceania server. Tongue twister right there. So, my comforting friend Julesy, who is my diamond, Riven. Yes, her name is Riven. Buddy, check it out. Anyway, Julesy, who is my diamond player that I like to cast a lot, it won't be queuing up this time, but I got yourselves a more of a run-of-the-mill game. We got ourselves a gold 1 to platinum type game, so hopefully it'll be not as action-packed as the higher-up divisions, but still as entertaining as always. Unfortunately, with Spectator, for some reason, I cannot see the bans. But I've got Law Nexus on the opposite screen right here, so I can tell you what the bans are. Blue team did ban Lee Sin, Morgana, and Leona, whereas Purple team did ban that Rammus, Kha'Zix, and a good old Riven. And what do you want? It's so confusing, but yeah, I just love the quotes. I don't do it to taunt, just fun. Love you too, sweetie. I'm casting right now, buddy. Don't notice how annoying it could be. Anyway, the taunt, I think he was doing the spam binding Julesy when I was casting a game earlier. But I'm dilly-dallying a bit too much. Julesy, you distracted me too much, buddy. Why? So, the band, Riven, Rammus seeing a lot of love in the jungle as well. He's become actually quite a strong pick lately with the whole thing changes to jungle, as well as Riven, solid top laner, Kha'Zix solid jungle all round. Despite the nerfs to him, he's still a top tier jungler. Now I did change my background today, got that little nah. I'm just going to quickly put it onto the second screen, only because I have an issue with when it comes to spectating, it goes black screen for a bit. So I'll keep with the whole, have this background desktop thing to keep the whole no black screen of death type vibe till we get into the loading screen of the game, and which we are, so we're going to drop into that. Now I didn't really get a quick glance as to who picked what, so I'm sorry about that. I'll do that quite quickly. On the blue side, we're rocking up the, I believe, Gangplank or Kayle top lane. I'm going to go and assume that's going to be Gangplank top lane with the Volibear in the jungle, Kayle in the mid lane, and the Tristana Sona duo bot lane. They're not, I don't know if they're drawing or not, I'm just, the TS, ST, JKTH buddy. The Tristana Sona bot lane, that is so bad. I'm trying to still do the whole MC thing. Oh gosh, I'm not going to live that down. On the other side though, we are rocking the Nara in the top lane. Pokemon Master, he's definitely playing a Pokemon now for himself. Nara is so cute and cuddly. Vi will be in the jungle, tearing that up. Victor will hit the mid lane, rocking a double escapee summoner spells. And lastly, but certainly not least, you have the cute little girl with Tibbers named Annie, and the Grays rocking that nice stash / cigar. Loving that cigar, man. It looks so cool. They've removed it apparently in North America. I think in Europe as well. I don't know. They probably might have removed that. And it's going to be a good game all round. Volibear, Vi, great frontliners with the Nara as well, who's a frontliner. In fact, Nara is a very solid top lane pick at the moment. Absolutely causing mayhem for anyone he fights. He can go toe-to-toe early on in the game. He, in fact, like just with his range, has got the boomerang as well as hyper. So his early game is quite solid. Good bit of poke, good bit of trading out back and forth, and the movement speed from hyper helps him as well as hop, get away, and we are in the game. For the first time ever, League Spectator has been nice to me. It's getting us from the get-go at 0-0-0-0. Usually, and if you've followed any of my other videos, most of the times we hit, I think, 16 seconds into game. So it hasn't been that nice. And yes, it's going to be Gangplank top, Kayle mid lane, so I got that right. I'm pretty proud of myself. Little tear to the eye. Yay. Oh, I'm so glad that I actually got that right. So, having seen a Gangplank top lane, haven't seen much of the Gangplank recently. I don't know if that's just the whole comfort pick into the Gnar. He's got that whole scurvy with his passive, as well as his Q. Now again, I'm unfortunately parlay. How can I not know that? I mean, he's a pirate. Parlay is just one of the most common known words in a pirate dictionary, if there was a dictionary. Piractionary. Pirate dictionary. I'm trying to combine them. A diary. No, that's like a diary for a pirate. Diary. Nice. Well, that's gonna be kind of cool. So we haven't much seen of a Gangplank at all. So not sure exactly how this will turn out. I think he's already started off running an AD. So he's an AD Gangplank. Based on my current knowledge of the champion himself, that will most likely possibly be a static shiv purchased. Definitely Sheen, because his parlay does proc the Sheen. So you could look into a Triforce in the early for Lobster playing that Gangplank. Gotta keep an eye on that, how that lane goes on. Gnar shouldn't have too much of a problem though, but the Crystalline Flask purchased by Gangplank will just be more of a sustained lead. Jungles again, both can gank pretty early on. Volibear has his engagement where he runs in fast, and that's called, what is it? Rolling Thunder. Bringing out the thunder! The Rolling Thunder. So he can run in and just flip him backwards. That's a gank potential there. Whereas Vi has himself that Vault Breaker. And that is quite strong in the gank potential. Goes in, knocks up the enemy team, doesn't reduce her movement speed, but it's kind of a good dash. For bot lane, it's going to be kind of in the favor of Annie, Mr. Mac Deepak, as well as Ecstasy. So the Ecstasy and Dr. Mac Deepak, Dr. Mac, Mr. Mac. Where get Doctor from? Mr. Mac and Ecstasy will be able to have a better advantage in that bot lane, only because Graves' dash into Buckshot does a lot of damage. And there's a flash stun coming from Mr. Mac with the Ignite, and that's going to be first blood going towards Mr. Mac. Great flash stun onto the Sona. Jake getting caught out of there, had to be careful. So exactly that's what I was talking about. They're going to have an advantage only because first up they have better range. Sona is very squishy. Tristana doesn't have the early game anymore since her nerfs to her attack speed per level. And just a straight up poke as well. If they do land a stun, dash into Buckshot, it's going to hurt. That combination is going to be quite large. And we just saw it now. Flash stun from Mr. Mac was huge. Pokemon Master going against onto Lobster, gets a stun. Both Ignites have fallen down. Pokemon Master goes back to Mini now. Can land an auto attack? No, doesn't. But the Ignite tick will secure him the kill. So Pokemon Master has got himself the kill. Meanwhile, the Katarina gang onto Orban. Great Gravity Field denying him for a little bit. Won't get the flip from the Rolling Thunder. Meanwhile, in bot lane, Ecstasy doing a lot of damage. Ghost has been burnt onto Orban. There's a flash from Semiduck and the slow. Jake also has been stunned. So in mid lane though, Victor will live. Orban will live. He did burn flash. Inked did come in for the gank as well. Still has his flash using a Vault Breaker. Jake taken quite low, so is VAR. They have to be kind of careful in case Dr. Mac does generate that stun with that whole Q. What is... that is Q. Sorry, Disintegrate. If she does generate that stun, you've got to be careful with that Disintegrate because it will lead Graves or Ecstasy into that dash Buckshot. They got to be very worried about that. Jake is low on mana as well, so he won't be able to sustain quite as much. He is using his Hymn of Valor, I believe is the chord of Sona. I did have a rough idea what the Hymn of Valor, I was right. Aria of Perseverance and Song of Clarity, as well as the Crescendo. He's using that Hymn of Valor for a little bit of poke. Around the corner is also Katarina. It's going to be kind of odd calling Katarina Volibear because Volibear is the champ, but his name is the Katarina. There's a flash on the exhaust of Mr. Mac. Mr. Mac is taking quite low. The kill will go to Zvar. The chase is still in. He now rocket jumps onto Ecstasy. Ecstasy is down below half health. Meanwhile, in top lane, Lobster taking down a half house as well from the whole Hyper as well as Boomerang from Pokemon Master. He's the master. Pokemon Master. Where's the Pokemon song when you need it? If you can just like have that on play every time Pokemon Master gets a kill. I want to be the very best. No one ever was. Ink now has ganked Lobster, forcing the flash and kill. Oh wow, that actually works really well. Oh cool. I really get that song. I just play every time Pokemon Master gets a kill. I need to play that. It's just, oh, can I do that? there'll probably be copyright infringements. Yeah, no, I probably shouldn't. I probably shouldn't. It's so good though. I just play that song like, to be the best no one ever was. He's now 2-0 in lane, getting that early phage. It seems to me that Master will get the early kills. To snowball and win the game is all he ever wants. Yeah, I'm gonna stop now. It's getting a bit tiring and boresome. He, again, still does have a CS lead, so rocking the 10 CS lead plus the whole 2 kill advantage. He's sitting himself on 800 gold, so that will be a phase buy when he does back off. The ward will see the Katarina running up for the gank, so Pokemon Master will just get away with his life, not really risking anything, hopping to a minion to safety to back up. Meanwhile, in mid lane, it's going in Orban's favor. He's just out farming Semiduck. Semiduck, though, I guess late game will be kind of scary, but we can't disregard Orban Victor. He's got himself the Gravity Field, which is an AoE slow into stun, and then when he does upgrade that, drag everyone into it. That will be working quite well, especially with Tibbers. So Gravity Field into Tibbers stun is going to be... There's the ultimate coming from Orban. Even Jake's taking quite low. Buckshot doing a lot of damage. Orban will be getting front Katarina though. He is coming from behind. Does land the slow. With the auto attack, that's 2, that's 3. He's still low, and here comes Inked. Inked missing the Vault Breaker though. Simdak trying to help, gets hit by the laser. Mr. Mac, the pack is coming up too. That's passive from Katarina Pulse, so he'll be able to regen to safety. Ghost also used by Orban, still on a chance, and Simdak will land death ray. Yes, he does. Doesn't get the kill, actually he does with the auto attack, and will walk away with his life. Meanwhile, Pokemon Master still engaging aggressively onto Lobster. Mr. McDeeback has to be careful with VAR and Jake onto him. That's Team Valor with the attack. But Jake gets stunned. There's the Ecstasy Flash into the Buckshot, securing the kill. Meanwhile, in top lane, Pokemon Master with the Grey Stun with the Nara ultimate. Suddenly getting to the wall. Will land the Boltos? Yes, it does. And that's a killing spree for Pokemon Master. Play the song, will we? No, we won't, because again, it's copyright infringement. Dun dun dun. But great all-round fights. 1-6 kills going in favor of the red team. They do have themselves an early 2k gold lead 8 games in. Svar used to heal away, but does fall to the collateral damage from Ecstasy. That was a great stun coming from Mr. McDeepak. He's been on point with those stuns already, causing 3 kills in the bot lane for his ADC, which has 2 of them, as he had the first blood kill on the Sona long time ago. Tibbers is up, and it will generate the stun, so look for the Tibbers engagement quite soon, especially with the fact that Assault and Battery is up from Inked. The Vi. So we could see it Assault and Battery into Tibbers, or Tibbers into Assault and Battery. The wards are in favor of the red team around in bot lane. Sona still unfortunately not able to get herself an early side stone, whereas McDeepak does. Katarina getting a bit tanky. It's going to be awkward. Volibear getting himself a bit tanky. The flip over to give Semiduck the free blue. I don't know if that's a coincidence or planned. We're going to say it's all planned because it's all part of the master plan. To give Semiduck the blue, that's pretty good. Jake now caught out of position. There's Tibbers with the stun. Ecstasy with the buckshot secure the kill. That's what I was calling. They got to be careful. Jake is extremely squishy. He has to be extremely careful. He needs to get some wards, early vision down to keep an eye on as to where the hell that Mr. McDeepak is. He's been landing those stuns left, right, center, giving some XP to kill. This is definitely in bot lane's favor, going for the red team. Now, Semiduck has been hit by that death laser as well as the Q. Missing the gravity field though. And death ray, death laser. That's Victor's hit, right? Fortunately, I'm not completely conversed in Victor's abilities just yet. Siphon power. There's his ultimate though, landing onto Semiduck, will be low, and a tower dive. Pokemon Master will get himself the kills on a rampage. Inked was taking the tower aggro as well. Great Assault and Battery. I don't think he had. Can Orange cleanse the Assault and Battery? I'm not too sure. I'll have to test that out a bit. I don't think he can. So that Assault and Battery was a great tower dive. Pokemon Master is 4-0-0 now. Got himself the Phage as well as the Dagger. That could be going for the Zeal into a Triforce. And the Phage has been bought by Lobster. There's a flash onto Jake. Jake does die, but because of the collateral damage, that's Rampage going over to Ecstasy, as well as the bot outer turret falling. Top outer turret has fallen as well, so it's a 2-0 turret advantage in favor of the red team. 6k gold lead, 10 minutes in, 1-10 in kills. That is absolutely huge. I mean, come on. You got a 7k goal lead, well, 6k goal lead, roughly 6.1k goal lead. 10 minutes in. That's massive. In fact, they're not stopping just yet. The stun is up. Semi-Duck is caught up in the wrong position. Gets hit by the the Void. I missed the words, but it still will die in a minute, giving Ink the kill. Oh. Assault battery is a thing. I stumbled the words. I was going to say a pretty good vault breaker. Oh. That was a good vault breaker by Mr. Mac the Pack. Doing wonders for his team. 401 is his ADC due to all that feed. He's 115 as well for Mr. Mac the Pack. Probably seeing quite a bit of gold. Is 1600 gold. And Ink does engage on the Katarina, taking down a half out. There's a turnaround ultimate. Lobster is around the corner. Not really doing anything. There's a laugh in return. Lobster just simply parlaying. It's like doing jack all of damage. The gameplay pick not being too strong at the moment. I guess we might see it in late game if it's an efficient. If blue team can push it to late game, but it gets harder and harder as the game prolongs. Orban is distracting Lobster. There's the ultimate barrage coming from Lobster, as well as the Semi-Duck flashing in, forcing Orban to flash, but that was a great gravitational field. Now he gets flashed on by Lobster, taking quite a lot, even the flash of Svar, securing that kill. So that's 3 flashes for 1. Gets his stop in top lane. Pokemon Master, that is right. The master of all Pokemon is pushing up that top inner turret. Don't forget, Red Team did take that dragon as well, so that's another objective for them. Lobster forced to back away. Svar jumping onto the Inked. Ink taking quite low, but they won't die. Mr. McDaback with a great tippers on a Semi-Duck, but that intervention will keep him alive. The exhaust is around. Svar, will he die? No, he won't. Jake using the crescendo, taking Tower Growth, 2 shots, 3 shots. Someone battery to the kill. Mr. McDaback gets himself another kill. Katarina even falling to tower, not before giving Svar the kill. Ecstasy from behind, missing the buckshot, missing the collateral damage. Come on, Ecstasy. The flash, auto attack with the crit, gets the kill. He's unstoppable. There's that golden plays, missing 2 big skills. Pokemon Master is also about to evolve. Will he engage on the Lobster though? Doesn't go in with the hop. The Lobster has to be careful, as Ecstasy and Orban will be pushing up to that middle outer turret, taking themselves the 4th turret of the game. 4-0 turrets in favor of Red side again, 14-3 in kills. It's a 9k gold lead in favor of Red team, and this is only 13 minutes in. So this is definitely possibly a one-sided game. Had Ecstasy landed though his buckshot and collateral damage, proving himself the 6th kill of the game. Seriously, 501. That's a great gravitation from stunning off Katarina as he gets pulled back. That's a 5th turret of the game. Pokemon Master just going complete hammer. He's nowhere near time to evolve into Mega Gnar form, so he's going to be careful. But Orban doing damage. Lobster falls down. Katarina also falls down. Svar wasn't able to get the kill on the Ecstasy, forced to rock jump away earlier. So Svar is below half health. Ink does not have Assault and Battery, but does have Void. Vault Breaker quite soon. There's a gravitation field, getting this on the Semi-Dunk. Orban will be able to escape his life. Himavella not enough. Ink just standing there looking pretty laughing. There's the ultimate. Semi-Duck does die, but not without taking Orban to the grave as well. Pokemon Master, Ecstasy, and Mr. McDaback pushing up to the bottom inner turret. This is going to be the 6th turret of the game. All inner and outer turrets falling down. So they're doing quite a job. Svar jumping in onto Ecstasy. There's the ultimate. Gets the kill. Shutdown goal. Mr. Pokemon Master is taking tower, goes flashes away without stunning 2 first. There's also Tibbers. Shutdown goal for Mr. McDaback onto the Tristana. Katarina though is still alive, gets stunned by Pokemon Master, and now goes back into Minina. Can use Hyper, Ignite Tick, will getting that stuff a kill. He's dominating. 602. Pokemon Master doing works right there. They weren't unfortunately unable to take the bottom inner turret. Did get themselves though a 2 kill, I believe, but blue team did secure themselves 3 kills in return. So not that bad, keeping up the tower alive. Is a 10k goal lead though in favor of Red side. This is 14 minutes in. That is literally huge. That's a giant of a snowball. If it's done right, I believe majority of the gold is sitting in the pockets of Pokemon Master. Yes it is. He's got a 2k goal lead compared to Lobster. Jungle, it is a 1k goal lead in the pockets of Inked. In the mid lane, it is also 1.5k goal lead in Orban's pocket. ADC, 2k goal lead for himself, and a 2.6k goal lead massive in the pocket of Mr. McDaback. Semi-Duck forcing intervention, turning on to Mr. McDaback, trying to get himself a kill, but does fall to Inks, as well as that disintegration. So the gold is evenly spread out all on red side. They're all massively ahead with at least a minimum of 1.5k gold, I think. That's the mid lane. Well, that's jungle. I think it's a jungle with 1.5k gold, and it's fairly done. Look, 602 on Nah, 325 on the Vi, 322 with Victor, 514 Graves, and a 329 Annie. Annie's got herself the Deathfire Glass, so she's going for the Annie burst mode. There's a flash crescendo, missing everybody. Jake just not on point with his skills today. Gets turned around, he's below half health, forcing the ultimate by Tristana to knock away Urban. So Urban is a bit low, using the Death Ray. Lobster dropped down a half health from just a Death Ray. That is big. They are pushing up to this middle inhib turret. There's a gravitation field as well as the ultimate by Lobster to clear up the minions. Katarina going in, will a flip, no it won't. Lobster was stunned by the Tibbers as well, so that's Tibbers down. And the Laughing Tom from Inked. This is definitely a one-sided affair though, 10k gold lead, still in the favor of Red Team. 720, Zvar dropped down to a little bit over half health. Mega Knight will come out just now, will he follow up? No he won't, so that's Mega Knight now. This is probably the only time they could engage with the Nah stun, sorry. Otherwise, if Blue Team can hold it, they couldn't get a great counter engagement. Katarina's passive has been popped. There's a jump by Pokemon Master, missing the stun. A great gravitational field, picking up Semi-Duck as Orban gets himself another kill. That's middle inhib Tara falling down. Pokemon Master has gone back to mini now form, so all he can do is stay in range with his boomerangs and Hyper. But Ecstasy and Orban as well as Mr. Mactaback are working on that middle inhib turret. That will be the middle inhib turret, I think, coming down. Mr. Mactaback taking quite low. Pokemon Master doing his best to zone out. Hyper doing a lot of damage. And the chase is still on. No, they decide to back off. Pokemon Master will hop away. That is the middle inhib falling at 17 minutes in. This is definitely looking to be game very soon. I believe the surrender vote might come out from Blue Team at around the 20-minute mark. Not everybody has the whole, oh, don't worry, we can keep fighting, can do spirit. This is, again, high tier gold game. So a lot of time people are just like, alright, screw this, it's all over. Jake hasn't been performing. He's 0-5 this game. 4-2-2 is a Tristana. Could she be the saving grace for this game? Has herself the Infinity Edge as well as Berserker Greaves. So Zvar's doing not bad for himself in a losing situation, although it has a 2k deficit compared to the Ecstasy that is Graves. He's definitely giving us a high rush tonight. But there's nothing much they can do. That's another turret falling down, so it's 7 turrets to 1. Dragon will fall to red side as well. It looks as though Semi-Duck is trying to get himself a kill, but Pokemon Master has been on point, has completed the Triforce, is gone for the Giant Spell, so that might be a Randomins or even Banshees. No, it's not Banshees, sorry. It'll be Randomins or the Sunfire's Cave purchase for him to add in that more tankiness. He again is the frontliner of the team. There's a Flash Tippers onto Zvar with a quick reaction he played by that Rock Jump. Will get away safely. That's a big Summoner Spell down by Mr. Mactaback. He won't be able to flash anytime soon. Unless he has Distortion Boost, reducing the 220 as well as that Mastery page. Nah, I don't think so. So that's a great reactionary play by Zvar. Rocket jumping instantly after seeing the Tibbers come down. It wasn't a bug. He casted the Rocket Jump at the same time as Tibbers came down. So Rocket Jump still counted. Had it been, I think, before, it would have managed to work. But that's how it went down. Anyway, we are seeing an early Baron at the 19-minute mark. Don't forget, this is again 19 minutes. Usually Baron isn't hit around the 30-minute mark, surprisingly in most games. This team is in a massive snowballing, but they're a 13 gold lead. 19 minutes in, it's going to bump up to 15 gold lead once they take Baron. If there is, it's a 14k gold lead, my fault right there. There is absolutely nothing in Blue Team's favor. Katarina is caught up in a really world of hurt. Pokemon Master jumps over the wall to intercept the Katarina, flashing the stun, but won't be able to flash the stun from Mr. Mactaback. That disintegration will get the kill. No, won't. The passive is popped up, using Assault and Battery by Inked. Mr. Mactaback securing himself the 4th kill of the game, and a lot from Inked. So Katarina's fallen. That is the front line of the team for Blue side. There's nothing they can do. 6 seconds until the surrender vote is possible. Will we see a 20-minute surrender vote coming from Blue Team? It does seem very likely though, because this is a very one-sided affair. They are pushing up to the top inhibitor turret. Mr. Lobster using the ultimate. Mr. Back-to-back. They quite low will fall to the ultimate barrage coming from Lobster. So that's quite well, but he's taking quite low simply by Death Razor as well. Siphon Strike by Orban. He's quite low. He has to be very careful. Guess who's pushing up in the middle lane? It is a Super Minion though. So the Super Minions will be able to help out. They're distracting Zvar at the moment. So they're going to be very, very careful as to what's going to happen. Megana is coming out. Gets flipped by Katarina. Jumps in. Missing this, no, he lands onto Lobster. He's taking quite low. He's below half health. Forced to flash away. Will he get chomped by Katarina? There's a nut ulti, stunning Katarina into the wall. Crescendo landing on Ecstasy. Ecstasy will fall. So will Ink. So will Orban. Double kill going for the 7 Duck. There's the intervention as well. The chase is still on. Lots of damage coming out from blue side. The turnaround fight is huge. Picking up themselves 3 kills on a Baron buff team. They didn't even lose a top inhibitor though. However, they did lose 1 Nexus turret to the Super Minions. Hermaster has been flashed upon by Semiduck. He will fall to Zvar. Actually, no, Semiduck getting that shutdown gold. Semiduck, that's 3 kills for himself. 464. Did start off the fight 164 into this game, only having the Nash's Tooth. So very good for Semiduck. That's a lot of gold for himself. We'll be able to get the upgraded boots and maybe even an instantly large rod for herself right there. Massive turnaround fight. It was great, a bit kiting coming from the blue team. They were able to disengage quite efficiently. When Meganar did come in, he only landed the, I think, W, so it's Wallop is W when he evolves. Let's just check that out. Wallop. Alright, so Wallop went only landing onto Lobster, so it wasn't that big of a deal. And when he used his his ultimate Nah, he only stunned Katarina as well. Sorry, Volibear. It's gonna be a back and forth. Volibear, Nah, Volibear, Katarina. So the Katarina was able to tank that up nicely for the team. Despite dying early on, he came back into this fight, being the frontliner his team needed. Nay, the frontliner his team deserved. Going for those kills. He's going to have 5 assists as well, 66 farm. Not too bad. Has completed the Ancient Golem, as well as working on that Randuin's Omen. Also, likewise, onto the red side, Randuin's Omen has been completed by Inked and Pokemon Master, so they're still being the frontliners the team needs and wants, as well as deserves. So not just everything, they're the perfect frontliners you can have at this current moment. They are sieging back on the mid lane. Pokemon Master's dropped down a half health and will be able to evolve. Slide's doing actually a bit of damage. Here comes the Pokemon Master. It is Mega Gnar form now. Can he do anything? Stuns Katarina with Wallop. And a great Tibbers on the 2. Picking up Semiduck and Zvar. Zvar dies instantly. Semiduck forced intervention, but will die as well. Lobster's also going to fall to Pokemon Master. Still coming up a little bit. Guess who also dies in the background? Katarina falls as well. All that is Jake. But will hit me a slow by Pokemon Master. That's a 4 for 2 exchange. Orban and Mr. Mac-to-Back did fall as well. 2 Katarina diving in the backline as well. But a fantastic Tibbers. That picked up literally 2 of the best targets you could possibly get. There's a flash. Him of Valor. Jake receives himself a kill onto Pokemon Master. Will take return damage by Inked. But Ecstasy on the backline though will take the top inhibitor for himself. There's a Surrender Bro also coming in. Actually, no, Zvar flashing it onto Ecstasy. Gets himself a kill. Crescendo onto Ink. That's going to be a double kill. No, it goes to Semi-Dunk. They're still protecting this top inhibitor. I think their hope is still alive. Blue team still clinging on to the hope they can possibly get. Can Tristana, the late game potential, be enough? Semi-Duck has been quite well. Did survive the Tibbers engagement and turning out the intervention to get herself a kill in that fight as well. So the fight is still on. It could possibly go back away both ways. Even Blue team could possibly win this game. Are we in the midst of seeing a comeback possibly? They have lost the middle inhib turret. Top inhib turret has fallen. In fact, top inhibitor was very, very low. So in all statistics, this is definitely in red side's favor. They still have a 13k gold lead. So I've been 24 minutes. Missed the back-to-back, missing the stun onto Zvar and Jake. They are turning around to Pokemon Master. Pokemon Master taking a bit of damage from the minions. Zvar jumping onto Mr. Mactivac, forcing a flash. Sets his eyes onto Pokemon Master. Pokemon Master is below half health. Will start to evolve into Mega Gnar form though to escape. Though, Baron will spawn in 1 minute 50. Dragon is up. Gets within the top lane. Urban has it in sights for that inhibitor. Will quickly jump towards him as he works for it. Will he be able to get it? Yes, he will. The pings are set for him, but not enough until he really gets the inhibitor. Katarina will be the first to meet him. Will he get the fling? Yes, he can. No, he can't. Orban still have no, the fling is there. There's a slow Semi-Duck, but Orban doing a lot of return fire, dropping by Semi-Duck and Katarina to half health in a simple 1v2. He did get the inhibitor though, so that's pretty much worth it. Red team are pushing up in the mid lane as well, shoving at that lane. Dragon has spawned. Baron will be up in 1 minute and 10 seconds, so they might be setting their eyes up for that Baron. If any time will be a great time to team fight, Blue team should focus on fighting that Baron. They can't give away that second Baron of the game for the red team. If they do, it's possibly ending the game right then and there. But we could still see the hope. Blue team are holding on. They're holding on for the last bit of hope that there is their team comp. Crescendos from Jake are starting to come back a bit. They have been landing, like the past 2 team fights, Crescendos have been good. So he's starting to make amends for what his fail of the early game is. So that's very good though. And we also see the fan dance of purchase by Zvar. So Zvar's getting the early crits. He will hurt, especially with his Q. He will generate a lot of attack speed for that 5-second debacle, and could turn around team fights. It's not over yet. There's still a bit of hope in Blue's hands. They can still win this. It is very unlikely though. The possibility of them winning is extremely low. In fact, if they do give away this Baron, and I'm not sure that they're even aware that the Baron is going to be up in 10 seconds though. So they do not have the spawn timer for Baron. So this Baron will fall to red team again. They did also secure an earlier Dragon, so that was another objective for them. 1-9 in turrets again for objectives. 2 inhibitors down, so objectively red team are in the driver's seat. And they have been in the driver's seat since the 10-minute mark of this game. They are working onto the Baron. Blue team aren't aware of this, but they may be even just giving away that Baron. The no pings have been called to see if the Baron is up. Maybe in chat, since we can't really see personal chats. Maybe they're saying, hey, look, Baron is up. We gotta be careful, let them have it. So that is the second Baron of the game going to red team. Secured, and that is a 15k goal lead. 15k goal lead. Middle inhibitor will spawn up now, but the push up is on live coming from red team. Mr. Mactipack will rotate the bot lane, shoving out that bot lane because there are no more top objectives to worry about. So they can safely push down this bot lane and secure themselves the third inhib turret. Mr. Pokemon Master has evolved into Mega Na. So if any time was engaged for him, it would be now. That death ray doing a lot of damage onto Jake and Zvar. They're going to be careful because Urban is hurting quite a bit. The shoving up in the mid lane as well as top bot lane. That is my phone going off. Not just yet. Inked has been hit by Katarina, taken down a half health. Zvar forced to rocket jump away. The middle inhibitor will fall to the red team as well. Sona using Song of Clarity, trying to move up the teammate, has healed them up with that perseverance aura. It's not going to be enough, though, as red team have set their sights up for that bottom lane. Zvar and Jake taking quite low from that death ray. They're going to be careful. There's the ultimate coming from Lobster. Inked has been engaged upon. Don't forget, Mega Knight is nowhere near end time. There's also Solid Battery, and a great tip is coming, knocking up, stunning 3 people. Pokemon Master is jumping into the backline as well. Semdog forced to use intervention early on. That's going to be 3 kills. Going in favor of 4 kills. Going down, Jake is the only one alive. And this will definitely be game going in favor of red team. Great teamwork. That tip is from Mr. Mactipack has been fantastic all game long. He's been stunning the right targets, finding in the right targets. So this is definitely game. Hope you guys enjoyed this game. Red team will take the victory in this solo queue rank game. It's a great game for them. They absolutely deserve the great teamwork. Pokemon Master being huge. Hope you guys enjoyed that game. It was great casting that. Honestly, I really enjoyed casting this game. And I hope we can find some greater games to cast in the future. This is MrJester signing off, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.